Demain dès l'aube, à l'ère où blanchit la campagne, je partirai. Vois-tu, je sais que tu m'attends. J'irai par la forêt, j'irai par la montagne. Je ne puis demeurer loin de toi plus longtemps. Je marcherai, les yeux fixés sur mes pensées, sans rien voir au dehors, sans entendre aucun bruit. Seul, inconnu, les dos courbés, les mains croisées, triste, et le jour pour moi sera comme la nuit. From Les Contemplations by Victor Hugo, these lines capture the melancholy and the deep beauty of France, a land that has inspired poets, artists, and travelers for centuries. Welcome back to the wonders of the world. Today we'll embark on a remarkable journey through France, a country where every stone tells a story, every city holds a dream, and every landscape stirs the soul. Located in the heart of Western Europe, France borders 8 countries: Belgium, Luxembourg, Germany, Switzerland, Italy, Monaco, Spain, and Andorra, and stretches from the North Sea to the Mediterranean, from the Alps to the Pyrenees. It is divided into 13 metropolitan regions and 5 overseas territories: Martinique, Guadeloupe, French Guiana, Réunion, and Mayotte, a collection of lands that make France both European and global in spirit. Beside French, the official language, there are ancient tongues still spoken today: Breton, Basque, Alsatian, Catalan, and Corsican, living symbols of the nation's cultural and linguistic diversity. The island of Corsica, for instance, is a Mediterranean jewel, wild, proud, and majestic. It's the birthplace of Napoleon Bonaparte, and it still preserves a strong identity of rugged mountains, turquoise seas, and proud traditions. is a symbol of landscapes. The Alps and the Pyrenees, with their snow-capped peaks. The Camargue, where white horses run free among salt flats. And Provence, where endless lavender fields fill the air with fragrance and color. In the north, Normandy offers dramatic cliffs and vast beaches, while Brittany preserves a mysterious Celtic soul shaped by wind, sea, and ancient legends. In the heart of the country flows the Loire, lined with fairy tale castles like Chambord, and Chenonceau, symbols of romance and royal grandeur. And then there's Paris, the Ville Lumière, the city of love, art and freedom, the Arc de Triomphe commissioned by Napoleon to honor his armies, the Louvre, once a royal palace, now got treasures like the Mona Lisa, and the Venus de Milo. While Notre-Dame de Paris, though scarred by fire, still embodies the soul of Gothic architecture and Victor Hugo's immortal stories. Don't forget the Champs-Élysées, where parades and revolutions have passed, and the Eiffel Tower, built in 1889 for the World's Fair, was meant to be temporary, yet it became an eternal symbol of modernity. The Opéra Garnier, with its golden facade and marble staircase, inspired Gaston Leroux's Phantom of the Opera. While beyond the grand monuments lies the Latin Quarter, Quartier Latin, the intellectual soul of Paris. Located on the left bank of the Seine, this district has been a hub of learning since the Middle Ages. It is home to the Sorbonne University, founded in the 13th century, and to countless bookshops, cafes, and winding medieval streets. Among its landmarks are the majestic Pantheon, resting place of France's greatest mind, Voltaire, Rousseau, Victor Hugo, and Marie Curie. The Luxembourg Gardens, with their elegant fountains and sculptures, and the Church of Saint-Étienne-du-Mont, a hidden gem blending Gothic and Renaissance style. The legendary Shakespeare and Company bookstore still welcomes writers and dreamers from around the world. Walking through the Latin Quarter feels like stepping through time, surrounded by history, philosophy and art, where every corner whispers stories of revolutions, poetry and love. The Montmartre district, with its winding cobblestone streets and the white dome of the Sacré-Cœur, tells the story of the bohemian Paris of Picasso, Toulouse-Lautrec, and countless dreamers. and just outside the city lies Versailles, the magnificent palace of Louis XIV, the Sun King, a dazzling expression of absolute monarchy and French splendor. This palace remains undoubtedly one of the most magnificent expressions of royal grandeur in the world. Few nations have shaped the world like France. From the age of the Enlightenment, when Voltaire, Rousseau, and Diderot illuminated Europe with new ideas, to the French Revolution, whose cry Liberté, Égalité, Fraternité still resonates today. Under Louis XIV, the Sun King, France reached artistic and political splendor. Then came Napoleon Bonaparte, the Corsican-born emperor who reshaped Europe, leaving a mark of genius and ambition that still echoes across the continent. With his unmatched strategic mind, he transformed France into a global empire, leaving a mark that endures to this day. His tomb at Les Invalides in Paris is now one of the most visited sites in the country, a monument to both glory and destiny. Beyond Paris, each French city has its own district charm. Let's have a quick look at some of them. Lyon, the ancient capital of Gaul and today's gastronomic capital of France. Nantes, creative and lively, home to the mechanical wonders of Les Machines de Lille, inspired by Jules Verne. Strasbourg, where French and German cultures meet, with a stunning Gothic cathedral and the seat of the European Parliament. Marseille, France's oldest city, a Mediterranean gateway brimming with energy and multicultural spirit. Nice and Cannes, that with Marseille, are considered the jewels of the French Riviera, where the sea meets glamour and luxury. Bordeaux, refined and elegant, where vineyards meet 18th century architecture. Toulouse, the pink city with its rose-colored brick buildings and southern charm. Aix-en-Provence, city of art and light, forever linked to the painter Paul Cézanne. Avignon, once the seat of the popes, with its majestic Palace of the Popes and the legendary bridge that seems to lead into the sky. France is also a land of mysteries and legends. In the forest of Brocéliande in Brittany, it is said that Merlin the Wizard still lies buried beneath ancient oaks. The Mont Saint-Michel, rising from the tides of Normandy, changes its face with the sea, a marvel of faith and architecture wrapped in legend. In Alsace, colorful half-timbered villages like Colmar and Egisem look straight out of a fairy tale. In the Dordogne, prehistoric caves and medieval castles whisper stories of distant times. And in Occitania, or Occitanie in French, among stone villages and folk festivals, ancient traditions are still celebrated as they were centuries ago. France once stood as one of the world's greatest colonial empires. From North Africa to Southeast Asia, from the Caribbean to the Pacific, its influence extended across continents, shaping languages, art and culture. Even today, French remains one of the most widely spoken languages in the world, a lasting symbol of diplomacy and civilization. France is not just a country, it's a living masterpiece. A place where the past and present dance together in an eternal waltz of art, culture and emotion. Every journey here is a discovery, every city is a story waiting to be told. If you've been dreaming of visiting France, discovering its magic and experiencing it in the most authentic way, you can contact Emanuele from I Viaggi di Mendo, the Travels of Mendo. He'll create a custom-made trip just for you, perfectly tailored to your desires, expectations and needs. And before we end this journey, a special thanks goes to Fabio Gattabria, who made this video even more evocative by gifting us the beautiful soundtrack you've heard throughout the story. As I said in a previous video, Fabio is an exceptional pianist and composer, and he has his own YouTube channel called Beat Zone, all in one word, full of original pieces that convey deep emotion and intensity. I highly recommend you visiting his channel. You'll find the link below in the description, and letting yourself be carried away by his music. Thank you for watching this video from the wonders of the world. If you enjoyed this journey through France, don't forget to like, subscribe, and activate the bell so you won't miss the next adventure. Thank you and see you next time. Bye bye.